Hi everyone, I'm Vicki Murphy. I'm a Jira Align specialist with Valiantis, which is a Platinum Solutions partner with Atlassian. And in this video, I will be breaking down the updates to Jira Align with the release of version 10.125, which was released to Jira Align instances on the continuous release track on September 29th, 2023. This will typically be your test or dev environment if you have one, and it will be released to all other instances of Jira Align on October 13th, 2023. Let's go ahead and jump into these updates. Starting off with a reminder, Atlassian has announced that the legacy navigation UI will be fully removed with the release of version 10.127, which is currently scheduled for early December. So do encourage your end users to be enabling the new UI using the toggle in the top right and start becoming acclimated to this interface, as we will see that legacy interface fully removed shortly. As Atlassian has begun the rollout of the new navigation interface, they continue to make adjustments based on user feedback. In this release, we have several UI updates to talk about, starting with the left-hand panel. Over the last several releases, maybe even over the last year or more, we've seen Atlassian really make strides to make the experience in Jira Align consistent throughout Jira Align itself, but also more consistent with its other Atlassian cloud products. And so we see this continued with this left-hand sidebar, making all of our module names sentence case. And we're also seeing a minor update to the objective tree module, where we see the icon has changed to this target icon. Atlassian is also making strides to make Jira Align more accessible. Starting out on the homepage, we now have the ability to navigate the homepage through keyboard navigation. Once you are on the page, you can press tab and it will start to navigate you through the various cards here, through our recent rooms and down to our starred pages. Whenever you are on the starred pages, when you press tab a second time, it will actually highlight the star itself. And here you can press space or enter to unstar or restar that specific module. Pressing shift tab will also navigate you backwards. Let's jump actually to this objective tree. I pressed enter, or you could press space and it will select that page for you. We also have some accessibility additions to this module. Starting out, we can also navigate using the tab function. This will start you on the star itself. Again, you can press space or enter to star or unstar a page. It will then jump you down to the different menu options that we have on the objective tree. Here you can press space or enter using your arrows to navigate through the various options, and pressing space or enter to make a selection once again. Once you hit the search box, of course, you do need to type a word in here and press enter to search the objective tree. If we continue, this will jump us down to our quick filters. Once again, space or enter will make a selection for you, or unselect that option. And once we jump down to our actual table here, we can use our keyboard to now rearrange the columns. This works for every column except for the ID and summary, which will always be the first column. Once we find the column we want to move, we can press space or enter, and it will highlight that column header, letting you know you can now use your keypad, your arrows on your keyboard to move this field around. So here we can move it maybe to the first space here, press space or enter on your keyboard to unselect that column and end the reordering process. And finally, you can press enter when you're above one of these columns to update the sort of the table here, and you can continue pressing it to change the sort direction. Jumping back to the slides for some final updates, we see Atlassian continue to make improvements to the API 2.0. With this release, we see the addition of several properties for our release vehicles item. You can see those listed on the slide here. And we also see some added endpoints for cost centers and work codes. We can now create, read, update, and delete both of these items from the API. Over the last several releases, we have seen Atlassian make an effort to fully remove the quality module from Jira Align. This continues in this release, where we are removing the references and links from the API and from the tool itself for sprint plans. And it will continue in the next release, when we will see the full removal of test sets. And that will again be in release 10.126, scheduled for November currently. This release did include several defect fixes. Some highlights include fixing some defects around the process step filter in the story backlog, some updates to some unexpected behavior on dependencies, and more. If you want to review any of these defects or any of the updates we have covered so far in this video, you can do so by going to the release notes, which will be linked in the description of this video. And that is all for the release of version 10.125 to Jira Align. Thank you very much for watching and good luck on your Jira Align journey.